I couldn't believe it, but there are 9 incredible tricks with clothes hangers that almost nobody knows, but really everyone should know, simply because they are so ingenious and offer so many possibilities and solve so many problems. I'll show you which ones in this video. For the first trick, you need a metal clothes hanger, because here you should now bend both sides upwards, as you can see me doing. Because what you can do with it now is the following. You can hang shoes here that have become wet or that you have washed, for example, so that you can hang them up more easily because they will stay on nicely. You can now hang them on your washing line or hang them somewhere else and they will hold perfectly and stay there until they are dry. Put the hanger aside and simply use it again and again. For the second trick, you need to pull a hanger apart a little until you have a rectangle like this. You have to do this with 2 hangers. You should also bend the hook upwards a little. Now place them on top of each other so that the 2 hooks are on the back side. Now connect all sides with some adhesive tape or cable ties. Once you have done this, you will need a bin liner. You can now fold it all the way around and put it through the hooks at the top so that it holds firmly in place. You can then hang it somewhere in your kitchen and throw the garbage that is produced during cooking directly into it, as you have created a perfect garbage can. For the third trick, we also need these 2 coat hangers, but we should now tie them together so that the 2 hooks end at one side. Because now you can, for example, take a cushion that you have washed, simply hang it in here, close it with the second hanger so that you hang the 2 handles up here into each other, and now you can also hang it up perfectly to dry. Simply hang them somewhere on your washing line and wait until the cushion is dry again. This will take up much less space than if you had to put them on your clothes horse, as you can now hang them up perfectly here. For the next trick, you should saw or cut off a piece of the hanger depending on whether it is made of plastic or metal. As you can see here, simply cut off a certain piece from the lower part. You'll find out how long it needs to be in a moment, because what you need next is a household roll. This should still fit in here at the bottom. This means you now know exactly how big the piece you need to cut out should be, because this way you can hang it up somewhere in your kitchen or hook it somewhere and can use your household roll perfectly and always pull off a sheet when you need it. And have you been using clothes hangers incorrectly all your life? You'll see in this ingenious trick. Because you've probably noticed that when you hang up sweaters that are a bit heavier, you get ugly stripes or marks where they hang on the hanger, and that's exactly what you can prevent with this ingenious trick. To do this, lay your sweater flat and fold it over twice, as you can see here. Now you should grab the hanger and place it inside the sweater so that the hook of the hanger is sticking out at the bottom of the armpit and is facing exactly in this direction, as you can see here. In the next step, take the long end and fold it around the hanger, and then grab the sleeves and fold them around the hanger too. Now you can lift the whole thing. It will hold perfectly here and won't fall off. But you won't have any more ugly pressure marks, as it now hangs much better over the hanger and the weight is better distributed. You have a similar problem with pants that you hang over a hanger like this. However, there is usually a much more ingenious trick here. For example, if you have a coat hanger with these ends, you can simply push these holders through the trousers. If you don't have a hanger like this, you can also simply bend them out of metal so that they point upwards and hang them up like this to avoid marks. Incidentally, these marks are even worse with suit pants, as they tend to be thinner. But there's another trick if you can't do the whole thing the way I've just shown you. As you can see here, it doesn't reach from the right to the left, so we have to hang them a little differently. We can now simply use a household roll or toilet paper rolls. You should first cut these completely open lengthways, then you can hang them around the bottom of the coat hanger. You may need to fix them with some adhesive tape so that they don't just pop open again. And now you can hang your pants over them. Because it's much wider, you won't have any ugly marks on your trousers even if they hang on the hanger for longer. And if you regularly drink from these drinks cans, then you should always remove this little piece before you throw the can away or return it for a deposit. Just collect several of them, because you can now use them perfectly for clothes hangers by putting one hole around the top here and then sticking another clothes hanger through the other hole of the small clip. This way, you can hang your clothes slightly offset and end up with significantly more space in your closet if you hang all the hangers as you can see here. And if you want to know the incredible reason why all my neighbors have baking paper in their bathrooms, watch the video you see on the screen now. Click directly on it.